So
Yeah.
basically, Sabyasachi was a person that I personally find good with languages, and I believe that language is something that is, that is like a gift from birth to you. How, I don't know how to explain this, but either you are good at it from birth. I am the person who's not good at languages. I haven't read a single book in my entire life, and I'm just bilingual. I speak English and Hindi equally fluently, I feel. And Sabyasachi speaks Bengali, English, Hindi, and Japanese. And he took his Japanese exam, which we're gonna speak about, and is learning German as well. Like he's learning it professionally, like many
Yeah,
people.
wanna be polyglot, you can say.
Yeah. So basically, it boggles my mind to say that a person whom I know speaks five languages, in which three of them are international. Actually, four. Hindis are mother tongue, but it is actually an international language. How would you speak for yourself that you're so good in languages? Like, I know it is easy for you, and you have a thing for languages. You'll just randomly find things how to
um
speak.
the thing is that, like, as you said, like, I don't feel like one needs to be really, it's a kind of an inborn talent, because uh, I have seen many people who are like horrible at English, and then they go on to write excellent essays, and their spoken English is also improved a lot. So first of all, when it comes to language, I feel you have to listen more and more, because the more you listen, the more you are able to like understand it. And even if you like initially you don't get most of the things, but you get the kind of like try to get the hang of it. Like your brain does that stuff. So your brain is programmed in such a way that the more you listen to even an unknown language which you have never heard of, if you kind of constantly start listening to it without like initially you won't understand a thing. So but the day after day you give at least like 30-40 minutes of your day to listening that language, and it slowly your brain adapts to that language, and the very next day you see like you are automatically kind of spitting out some words. But another problem is that when if you're learning any foreign language, is that if you only go by the if you only want to learn the vocabulary just at random, it becomes literally very difficult. It's nothing like one is like gifted with the that's what I feel. One is not like literally not gifted with the like talent of having like something being or of like being very good at catching a language or something, learning it quickly. It's not that. It's like learning it efficiently, you can say, rather. Like it basically you need to improvise. You have to like understand like how efficiently you can, how quickly you can learn that language. And there is this like very basic step, just that I mentioned just now. That and of course after that comes a little bit of like hard work as well. Like you need to have a little bit of passion. That's how, of course, is needed. Without interest, nothing is possible in this world.
So
Yeah,
I'll just tell you a random fact. We used to have cupboards in our room, and Sabyasachi used to write kanji on the
yeah, yeah,
cupboards
yeah.
door. There were some kanjis
I
written.
have them at the back as well. Like there's some post-its you can see.
Okay, so
So like I had written, like I had my JLPT exam, so I had written
yeah,
them
I would
down. Like
actually like you to get into actually a bit of how JLPT works. I'll tell
yeah,
you how
definitely.
TOEFL works. So basically, you have 30 marks for each section. It is divided into four sections, 120
Yeah,
marks, listening, speaking, reading, and writing. That's how it
yeah.
goes.
Okay. So
What about
basically, it's
JLPT?
yeah, in JLPT, it's almost the same, except that we have three sections. So the three sections are: first part, they give 20 minutes, and it's for like kanji. So it's basic kanji. And for kanji, it's either you know the answer or you don't. In the first part, like I said, it's only kanji. So it's like, it's very quick. Like you can solve it literally in like 5-6 minutes even. I don't know. Like if you know the kanji, like I said, you either know the answer or you don't. So it's very easy. They give you 20 minutes. You can do it in even 5-6 minutes. You can do it. Like if one has the hang of kanji. So then after that, like they have the grammar part, and now it's the like most difficult part in the JLPT paper. The in the grammar part is difficult because they have little bit of lengthy paragraphs, I can say. Like you have to read through the whole thing just to make out one answer, find out one answer, and like you have to read the whole entire passage, you can say. But over there also there has some tricks involved. Like you can read the question and try to find that, like from the question you can find, like from the passage, like which part of the passage they're talking about, you can do that. But like those who are not very good at reading, therefore they might find it a bit difficult. So I'd suggest, if someone is reading, like learning any language, especially if it's Asian languages, then over there, like the scripts are totally different. So they need to have a good knowledge about the character, so that the moment they see the characters, they're able to read it right then and there. But when it comes to European languages, it doesn't matter, because it's mostly English characters are there, so English alphabets are there. So and over there, like the time limit is very less. Like you were telling that even in TOEFL the grammar part
Yeah,
is very, it's kind of little bit exhausting,
yeah,
because
reading part.
it gets
You
a bit
have a
of
lot less time than any other English proficiency
uh,
test.
yeah. Over here also, like they give very little time, like I guess 35 minutes they give for the grammar part. And there are huge ass paragraphs, like literally I guess four or five paragraphs they give. And other than that, there's one another part as well. There basically you have to arrange the sentences in order. So that's very difficult. The best way to solve that you don't solve that at all. So you basically leave it and you go for the next one. Just skip it. Don't, no, not required. It's only 5 marks anyway. So then after the grammar part is done, finally it comes to the listening part. In the listening part, I would suggest one thing, like if someone is willing to give JLPT, that book a good center. Like book a good center which has some good quality, what to say, uh, microphones, you can say, whatever you call it.
Audio
Like
equipments, basically.
yeah, audio equipments which have some good quality audio equipments. Because it's, first thing first, it's not an English exam, like it's a Japanese language exam. And if you're like, you are already a beginner in Japanese, I like, for me, unlike me, like you must be a beginner, like most usually you are a beginner. Like I have been learning, like I've been into Japanese for a long time. It's just because of COVID my exam was delayed, and I just get N5. But I've been listening to the language for a long time, so I may find it a little bit easy. But for someone who has learned the language for like 3-4 months only, and they have gone to a really bad center which has some bad quality microphones and stuff, audio stuff, they'll find it difficult. So book a good center which has, like, check it, like with someone who has previously given exam in that center. Like try to contact someone and try to know from them. But for the listening part, you have to get a good center, because they only repeat the question only once, but they repeat the question once, but the voice they only play it once. So it's very difficult. Like they don't repeat the whatever they're saying. Like there's a voice. So
It's
after that,
similar to
like
TOEFL and IELTS. Basically,
yeah,
you will hear the audio recording once, and
there's a
questions can be
conversation.
repeated.
Yeah, there's a conversation involved. Like the audio is in the main audio there's a conversation, and then the question they ask based on the conversation, and the question they repeat again, but the conversation they don't repeat. Like whatever conversation is done once is done. So that's what it's gets a bit difficult, like if you have a bad audio and stuff. So for me, I booked the JLPT exam from Nihongo Kyokai. It's in Bangalore itself. Like my exam was on 5th December, and I had a very good experience, like literally very good experience. And those guys were, like, the people over there were very kind, very helpful. They even provided us with like sanitizers and water stuff, mineral water and stuff, everything.